This is certainly a monumental physics discovery. It is the mathematical proof as to what exactly time is. The ether is moving with the Earth, and this is why the Michelson-Morley experiment was a blunder. And as Einstein said, a clock moving extremely fast begins to tick slower. And this occurs because the clock itself gains mass due to its components pressing up against and absorbing the ether. A clock is equal to a planet orbiting, which equals mass times acceleration. And here we have the basic units for this mathematical proof. First, from the energy equation, we derive exactly what the mathematical definition of time is. And the number 2 after any digit means squared. So here we have E equals mv squared reduced down to acceleration and time. Then we derive z squared and the following calculations. Now we know exactly what time is. Time equals mass times acceleration times z squared divided by root m times root e. Keeping in mind that the original hypothesis was that time equals a clock times acceleration times the density of the ether. And because a clock equals ma, if z squared over root m root e equals acceleration times density, then time certainly does equal a clock being accelerated against the density of the ether. The clock accelerating and pushing against the density of the ether equals ma times a times m over a cubed z to the sixth. The clock equals ma, and we've already mathematically proven that time equals the clock times z squared over root m times root e. Hence, z squared over root m root e must then equal acceleration times density of the ether, which equals a times m over a cubed z to the sixth. And then we get an extremely important equation. Z squared over root m times root e must equal m over a squared z to the sixth. Hopefully now you can see that if the above equation is correct, then the initial proposed scenario must absolutely be true. Z squared over root m times root e must equal m over a squared z to the sixth. And you can follow the simple algebraic steps. Continuing with the simple algebra, we finally end up with m equals m. This is exactly the same as saying z squared over root m root e is equal to m over a squared z to the sixth. Our declaration that time is equal to a clock accelerating against the density of the ether is absolutely true. We have just proven how time is rooted in density. now we can see here how time is also rooted in gravity by these 7 unique scenarios. And here we can see that it's the density of the ether surrounding the Earth that causes gravity, which is the root, the origin of gravity. The density of any object in relation to the density of the ether is what causes any object to either move up towards space or fall down to Earth. And now we can see the incredibly unique relationship between density, gravity, and time. The density of the ether leads to gravity. Gravity leads to time, and time leads to density via the mathematical proof that you have just witnessed.